I honestly think AM radio got taken out of cars to try to hurt conservatives. AM radio is, I think, predominantly talk radio, and it's predominantly conservative radio.
Congressman Randy Fine believes there's a political agenda behind no longer installing AM radios in new cars. He explains to Liz Ryan.
Fine argues that, in addition to an effort to silence conservative AM radio talk shows, the technology in today's smart cars is there to limit your choices.
They don't want you to listen to the radio at all. They want you to listen to music or programming through their app.
He thinks this could be just the beginning of a bigger plan.
They don't want to use AM or FM, but I think they thought getting rid of FM was a bridge too far. Some people believe the plan is get rid of AM. If they can get away with that, then they'll get rid of FM, and then it'll all be through streaming apps.
He says internet radio can be a good alternative, until it isn't.
AM radio is important when there's a hurricane. That's a lot of times how we find out information that's going on. The internet's great until the power's out. And that's when you need your radio to find out what's going on.
Fine doesn't see any significant cost savings to eliminating AM radio from cars.
If someone could tell me getting rid of AM radio reduces the cost of a car by $5,000, you could go, okay, I sort of understand it. But they can't really tell you a good reason they got rid of it. It's things like, well, nobody wants it. A, I don't think that's true. And B, if nobody wants it, then they just won't listen to it.
Congressman Fine has co-sponsored the federal AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. That would require all new passenger vehicles sold in the U.S. to include an AM radio receiver as standard equipment. It's in the House pending subcommittee action and in the Senate awaiting a vote. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan and I'm Pro Radio.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Trees will be the topic at this morning's St. Johns County Commission meeting.
St. Johns County Public Affairs Director Wayne Larson has more to preview about this morning's commissioners' meeting, including several proclamations.
One is designating July as Parks and Recreation Month, and our Parks and Recreation Department has a whole list of great programs and public engagement opportunities for the month of July to celebrate Parks and Recreation Month.
Then presentations will follow.
As we go into the agenda, we'll have a couple of presentations. Public Works Department will give a presentation on proposed changes to fees when it comes to residential curbside solid waste collection. And also, in terms of fees, our Water Utilities Department will also give a presentation on changes to their fees to water services. And then we have a couple items on the consent, a proposed motion to approve a contract for the widening of State Road 16 at International Parkway to 2209. So we're excited to put that $21+ million contract before the Board of County Commission.
Then getting deeper into the agenda will be discussion about possible changes to the county's tree ordinance. Staff will give a presentation to seek board guidance on possible updates to the Land Development Code with regard to tree protections, including adding longleaf pines to the protected tree list. And finally, Sheriff Robert Hardwick and Supervisor of Elections Vicki Oakes will present their tentative 2026 budgets. The meeting begins at 9 a.m. in the County Auditorium on San Sebastian View. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
You can expect delays this week on County Road 210.
Crews are widening the road from Trinity Way to Beach Walk Boulevard. A new traffic shift is expected to cause delays on Friday. Overnight Thursday, crews will shift westbound traffic to the new roadway. Between now and Thursday, traffic will be split to allow for the relocation of low-profile barrier walls and construction of temporary crossovers. So do drive carefully in that area and pay attention to the signs. In other news, the Florida Department of Health issuing a rabies alert for St. Johns County after an unvaccinated cat found in the Old Moultrie Road area off State Road 207 tested positive for rabies. If you live in that area, make sure your pets are kept inside and avoid contact with wildlife. That rabies alert in effect for 60 days. And in other news, the Splash Park at 350 A1A Beach Boulevard on Anastasia Island is now back open. The park had been closed for repairs. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.